I'm at Grace Church Road. I went to Waynesboro to bring this man down to this address. And now he's trying to force his way into a house. I'm afraid to move my vehicle. Just fighting in there.
It's inside the house now?
Yeah.
You have your doors locked?
It's open. I'm in a van.
You need to make yourself safe, okay? Even if you've got to drive away from there to get away from him and close that and lock that door. Do that for me now, please.
Okay, wait a minute.
There we go. Hey, guys. You know, that scream at the end gets me every time. It's like, okay, I'm awake. I'm awake. So it was my turn tonight to say to Adam, what you doing? He's like, watching TV. And I'm like, I'm going to do a live. I feel like I conquered what I wanted to do today, including a few naps in there.
Good for you.
Hi, True Crime Housewife. Hi, Cheryl. How are you? See through. How are you? Again, welcome to this YOLO Live. Hello, beautiful people. Beautiful people. Yeah. Hey, Deb. And
Hey, Deb.
Yeah, and it's Crime Shame. StreamYard's in the house, of course. And Gianne, how are you? Good evening, everyone. Looking forward to this discussion. Yeah, so this will be about Delphi and Idaho, of course, both combined. Anyone that just seen not too long ago, about an hour ago, I released the Delphi Crime Scene Investigation Part 3. Hence why I told Deb that I needed a couple naps because, you know, the exhaustion and the mental exhaustion from working with blurry pictures and sitting there staring at them and trying to do it is physically, mentally exhausting. I shouldn't say physically, it's not physically, but mentally exhausting. So a couple times I'm working on it and I'm like, okay, I'm going for a nap. And I did it again. Then it's like, okay, I'm going for a nap again. It is truly a lot of work over a lot of time, even though I do have more pictures, but I wanted to not get it too complicated and just show you kind of the gist of some of it to associate. And I hope I did a decent job again at that, just to basically say, okay, here's the crime scene. And this is where I'm showing you where it is that I'm getting these images from. Hi, Phil Bond. How are you? Crime Sleuthin'. Hello, hello, hello.
I hope you're okay. I hope you're okay, Crime Sleuthin'.
Oh, sorry, I haven't read that one yet. Good evening. It's Crime and Jim and Chat. Sorry, I haven't been around. I was wondering, yeah, you know what? Sorry. Sometimes you get working away and it's like, okay, I had a minor injury that kept me in bed for a few days. How are you? You know, just hanging around. Just sleuthing around, hanging around. Yeah. So hopefully, again, for you, Crime Sleuthin', that, you know, you're better now. And
Right.
Yeah. So go ahead.
Sorry to keep you up, LV.
Yeah, heaven forbid, right? We don't want to be responsible for that, but stay awake and watch. Just setting down my phone to sleep, and now I'm going to be up for a while. Or, you know what, you can just put your phone down, you know, listen to the voice, and next, you do like I do. I put on usually something prior when I'm laying down. Usually it's a video of somebody's, and whether it's News Nation or perhaps, you know, maybe it's a video of another channel. Sometimes I do that. Depends. And then I just let it put me to sleep. Yeah, pretty much. It's kind of like all I have to do is this is kind of like my ritual. In my head, I say, Abby and Libby, just show me, okay? I'm tired of fighting with these pictures. Just show me exactly what happened. Within 5 minutes, my brain is out like a light. They don't show me nothing, okay? Nothing, zero, zilch. But I do that to myself because I know in my head, if I start thinking about that, instantly I'm going to be asleep within 5 minutes. Or your former lives I will let play. Or Adam's, perhaps, since Adam apparently still needs hours. Yes. Did you make that video, Adam, yet? Or no?
No, I did not.
No, I did not. Yeah, I know. Are you a procrastinator, Adam?
A little bit.
A little bit or a lot bit?
Yeah. It's on my, well, I worked, well, we talked about it last night, and then we did 2 lives, and then I worked today, and then I was going to do it tomorrow or Monday.
Right.
It's on my to-do list.
I know. Gotta get one of those little cracking whips there. I'm okay. I had an an oil explosion on the stove. Oh wow. I hope your face is okay. If not, it's gonna look like Deb's if you don't get that fixed.
That's beautiful.
Deb knows I'm kidding.
I know.
Well, I meant did it beautify you is what I meant. Of course, crime sleuthing. Yeah, but
You're okay.
I'm sorry to hear that, but I really hope, because that's horrible. My nobody probably knows this. Well, some people do, okay, that have been around for a while. But my husband, he was burned when he was 5 years old from a hot kettle on the stove. Now, again, his mom was making tea. Remember, my husband's British, was making tea. And I guess my husband went, he was 5 years old, picked up the kettle, and he spilt it all over the side right here, left side. And so he was wearing a Mickey Mouse shirt. And so he has this bad little burn that's right here, there, you know what I'm saying? And it has Mickey Mouse ears there. So sometimes I tease him and I'm like, I grab the 2 Mickey Mouse ear shapes and I'm like, get over here, But yeah, so he has this little bad burn from when he was 5 years old from that. So, it's kind of like numb in that area, and it will get like red and itchy, but he can't really feel it, So yeah, so hence why he wasn't truly into swimming and doing stuff like that, when he was a child. So anyways, I grew all new baby skin. Okay. Okay, guys. And then, okay. So yeah. So again, for anyone that hasn't watched the Crime Scene 3, the next one will be Crime Scene 4, which will be about the BG and photos, to give you reference to that in a better way. That one, again, will take a bit. It's, again, very exhausting because it's trying to take your best photos out of it and trying to make sense of it to you guys. But by the same token, it's still, is a lot of work to do that. It's not as simple, definitely, as it seems. And it took a couple years really to get to some of these photos where I'm at today with them. And I've worked on a lot more, but I just don't always. Hey, Sam. So yeah, it took a long time to get to the point sometimes, and some pictures are better than what they originally started with and stuff like that. And the other thing we'll be talking about is, of course, Idaho. And Idaho, we're going to go over. I got a video. It's about 10 minutes long. It's 2 videos combined. If you happen to hear a couple of spots where I took out the word M, a couple words there, it's honestly, it's like yesterday's video, like yesterday's live. It was yellow, it was green, and YouTube has this process that it kind of does. It's scanning as you're doing a live. And then, of course, hours later, I look back and it's yellow, which means it was demonetized. And when it's demonetized, you basically are getting wah, wah for it. And yes, there should have been really no reason for that in yesterday's live for that one. Like, honestly, like, it's so ridiculous to me how we can say these words and other ones and get greens and show vids and whatever, get greens. Yesterday, we were very careful of what we were even talking about. And the word came out maybe a couple of times. And even then, it's ridiculous. So then you have to wait for YouTube to decide between 1 to 5 days later if they're going to turn it green, which they do. Trust me, they always do. Almost 99.99999% of the time, they'll turn it green. And it's just like, come on, YouTube. So if you guys hear at points in the audio where I've just taken out a few sections, hopefully I kind of got the most of them. It's just to avoid it. It's just getting ridiculous. And, being in true crime, you're always talking about unpleasantries, but it's just ridiculous. YouTube's system. It sucks, to be honest with you. It's absolutely not a fair. They use AI artificial intelligence. It's truly not even close to being, so what I want to say, on track or
Right.
what's the word I want to use, Adam?
Fair. I mean,
fair. Yeah, okay, there's a good word right there. It's not even close to being a fair system at all.
speaking of their system, did you see they're coming out with more creator music options?
Than they already have.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
They're
so
like unrolling like a whole new thing where you can like pick kind of like you can on the shorts to put on your, but you can't use that same music on regular videos. They're coming out with a broader array of music that you can use when you make videos.
okay, but is that different from when they've already given us like a month or so ago, or are you just seeing it now?
Maybe I'm just seeing it now.
Maybe because there is this one where you can pick some of the actual good music, but you have to give half of your money to that creator. So maybe you're just seeing that video now yourself.
Yeah, must be. Crime Sleuthing says it's in studio now. So yeah, I probably just see.
Okay. Yeah.
Takes me a little too sometimes.
For me, why would I use, for me, and I don't know about you, Crime Sleuthing, but why would I use like say Lady Gaga's music in a video, and half the video amount, which is small enough as it is going to go to that person? Not going to happen. I'm not going to be using that type of music and going, you know what, let's just make you richer and take half of the cut of that video. No,
I mean, because then Gaga's gonna be like, "Oh my gosh, thank you for that $7."
I know, I was gonna say 8, close, but anyways. Aspen, you're looking more like an athletic build tonight. Yeah. Hey, Lacey, how are you?
Thank you.
You didn't win the lottery. I didn't win the lottery either. The biggest lottery I win is when you guys really come into the live here and join us and keep us company, and we can all sulk together that we didn't win a lottery. But you would have to play it in order to try to win it. So they did shoot it balloon down.
Did you see a UFO today, Sonny?
I personally didn't see it myself because it was over like the White Horse area, which is up near Alaska, the Yukon area. But so that's the third one now that has been taken down. I don't really, I'm not going to talk about that one too much because, again, when you start getting into politics, you might as well just add another yellow to the monetization of it. So that's why I call it a bubblegum balloon or, something like that. It's just ridiculous how much we got to keep changing our words up, or not talk about certain things just to avoid the fact that when you're doing a live that you try not to go yellow. YouTube's probably listening to me right now and they're going, you know what? Just because you're, yeah, they're going,
someone's fingers on. Do you think someone sits at YouTube with they have a green button, a yellow button, and a red button, and they're like, boop, boop.
Yeah, that's what it feels like, right? To taunt you a little bit. Honestly, I just have no idea what anyone's saying at all. I haven't even looked at what anyone's saying about it. I have to say that I'm in my head. I'm going, okay. What's going on here? They're obviously poking a bear. They're doing something. Somebody's doing something, and yeah, it's actually kind of scary because, like, you're just wondering, like, is this a game? You know what I mean? Like, is this a game of who's nunchuckers are bigger? And here, let's just like, you know what? We're pretty strong over here, and we're going to show you that we are. And it's almost like a tease, in a sense, but a tease leading to what? Perhaps. Are you like? How late is it in Canada? I'm at 9 p.m. here.
Yeah, it's 12 o'clock in North Carolina.
Yeah, I use the copyright-free YouTube channels music. Yeah. I use the YouTube. Well, I use the YouTube. Yeah, free music. Why would I? Like I said, fourth one. I heard it was third.
Yeah, I thought it was the third one. Did I miss one?
Yeah. Oh, right. Did you guys? You're right, Debbie. It is the fourth one. Correct. Let me just share my screen. I know why Deb's saying that. She's correct. She's correct. This
Gonna
is
start the
exactly,
rumors back.
yeah, this is exactly why Dab's saying 4. Hello, Adam. They think that those are coming from China when we're really coming for you. Okay, so I I said that to Adam.
It made me giggle. I was at work and it made me giggle.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Almost forgot about that, Deb. So yeah, so hence why that's 4. Okay, so truly, this isn't. Yeah, this is really about Adam.
Crime Sleuth says, "I'm blocking you." LOL, dork.
Okay, actually, you guys might not know this. A lot of you guys might know this. Who here uses Snapchat? Anybody? Okay, you know Snapchat went down, correct?
Did it?
Yeah. So if you delete it, you're gonna lose anything that you have. So you use Snap Camera? No, sorry, Snap Camera. Snap Camera.
Oh, I
not
don't have
Snapchat.
Snap.
Who here uses Snap
They took
Camera?
it down?
Yep.
Oh, I forgot to download it.
Heather Marie. Heather Marie, did you use the patch to get
How
it
do I
back
get
up? We're the same time zone as you, Lacey, because I'm in British Columbia. So yeah, so they got rid of SnapCam, and it's no longer.
Is there a new one?
Yeah, I know. I when I say Snap, I get it. I don't use Snapchat, Snap Camera. But yeah, so let me put it this way, Heather Murray, you're gonna see white if you look at your Snap Camera, you're gonna see white. But if you had some saved in your favorites, those are you're still able to use. Anyways, so I was all upset.
Is it called Snap Cam or Snap Camera?
Snap Camera, same thing. So Snap Camera is a filter, which is exactly what I'm using right now. Okay. So basically, this obviously softens up the skin. Not only that, but it's like it applies makeup. There's different ones. Sometimes I'm a piece of corn, right? Sometimes I was a potato. It's just basically a little filter that you can play with and have fun with, or do whatever, to be honest with you. So, but anyways, so they got rid of it. And I was devastated because what happened was this. I thought that Snap Camera was having issues. And I was like, why aren't you loading up, the different things? And gonna try to go to sleep. Okay, have a good night. You can just watch the replay, right? Yeah.
Good night, just Samantha.
Because so anyways, yeah, so it was all white. So I thought to myself, oh, what's wrong with SnapCam the last few days? Like, why isn't loading? I can still click on my things, but why isn't it loading up? So I go to delete it. And I'm like, oh, I'll just go re-download it. That should fix the issue. Then all of a sudden I see SnapCam will no longer be available as of January 24th or 25th, it said. And I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. I literally just deleted my lifeline, because it's a fun little thing to have, to be honest with you. So anyways, so I'm in panic mode and I'm staying up all night, trying to figure out what's going on. Like, what do you mean? Like, is there some sort of other one that I can find, that's similar, and blah, 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 blah. I'm kind of in panic mode, to be honest with you, having some sort of anxiety, meaning I can't even be a piece of corn anymore. I can't even do all this stuff. But anyways, then I see it. And then somebody built a patch. Okay. So of course I tried doing this patch and I think I'm doing it right and I almost have it. And then it's not working. So in the morning, I'm like, husband, you got to help me. I got this thing and I'm explaining it to him, right? Anyways, I was doing one thing wrong. I kept trying to load, but anyways, thank God for that person that made that patch, because I'm just like, thank you, dude.
But if you didn't already have it, you couldn't get it now, right?
Yes, you can. Mm-hmm.
Well, when I looked in the App Store, it wasn't there.
No, it's not there. You're not going to find it there. You have to go download it from a site.
Okay.
Yeah, like I think I got mine from File Horse. But you have to have like the 1.21 version. Anyways, you can still get it if you follow the patch in a sense. Anyways, thank you, Jaco, dude, for creating a patch for Snapcam. So it's like, oh, cool. I'm like a piece of corn. Explain more.
Lancy said, I agree with you. That would be fun. We should do one once a month with them.
Well, okay, hold on a second. Let me say that again.
I was reading Lancy's comment there.
I think you guys should do a live with DTS. Like, oh, yeah. Well, they would have to agree to that too. But we'll see.
You should tell them that.
Yeah, tell them that. Boss them around. Anyways, give me 1 second here.
You guys, she's gonna come back as corn. I'm just warning you now. She's gonna come back as corn.
Wait, my green screen's messing it up. Anyways, you see this? I'm a cute piece of corn, and in a second I should go pop, up. There we go. See that? You get jealous? You get jealous? I feel like I'm a piece of corn in a dense forest right now. You guys loving it? Call me crazy. So.
You look like you're a piece of corn in like a molded bowl of macaroni and cheese.
Right. I know. Pop. There you guys go. Okay, be right back.
And Lancy, my real name is Adam, but my nickname's always been Aspen.
I'm just a rainbow potato. Oh, you can see my background in there. Here I am. Oh, no, actually, that was the corn song. But anyways, you guys, okay, quit messing around. Grow up, okay? Grow up. Okay. I'm back. Yeah, I have fun playing with those, okay? So understand how disappointed I was. Just saying, okay?
She did an entire live on Christmas as Santa.
Yes, I did one as Santa. Yeah, I feel like a bee filter. I like the bee filter. Well, it wasn't actually a bee. It was actually a potato. Oh, wait, I did have a bee.
You did do a bee.
I did do a bee. I was a
nut.
What?
Yes, you did a nut that one time.
Yeah, the nut.
Then I'll never forget when you did the tampon.
That one's always special to me, honestly. For a woman, that one's special, you know? And anyways, you gotta have, dang, I'm like, good evening, Aussie. Oh, Pixie just missed me being a piece of corn, I think. There you go. Anyways, those are always fun to play with, you know. I hadn't really done it in a while. And that's because Snapcam was acting up. So I was like, gotta figure that out. And so thank you, Jaco. You know, when did that come about? January 20. When did they get rid of it? Shelly, if that's what you mean. If you mean that's when they get rid of it, that was January 24th, 25th or something like that was the last day. Anyways, you know, thank you, that Jaco dude, for making a patch. You know, it doesn't have every single one, but it has quite a few still. All I can say is, you know, to that. Okay, so you guys want to talk about first Delphi or Idaho? 1 for Delphi, 2 for Idaho. Idaho, get it? Idaho. Yep. Hold on, let me just see if we're still green. Let's see. We gotta test this out. Did you guys like my little? Oh, we're still green, Adam. Woohoo! Guess we're not watching any videos, so we're just gonna keep it green like this. We're just gonna sit here now in this live, start another one, let this one ride its course.
I love that everyone is assuming you remembered which one you said was 1 and which one you said was 2.
I was gonna say, did I say Delphi was 1?
I knew you were gonna ask.
Did I say I said Delphi was 1, right? Yeah, okay, I think I did. Well, first things first. Me and Jack.
Okay.
Sorry, this isn't Jack.
I haven't even taken a drink yet.
This is the Captain Morgan. Me and Captain Morgan have a special friendship going on. Some people are jealous of it, others aren't, whichever. See the cowbell? That's because it came with a free thing, free little ounce cup. See, isn't that cute? Yeah.
You know what they call those?
Cowbells.
They're called a jigger.
Oh, it's called a jigger cowbell. There we go. So every time you hear that going off, it's because I'm sneaking a drink in there. Yeah, that's why I said Idaho. Okay, Adam. So what did you want to do? Talk about Delphi? Mm-hmm. He's gonna come all looking back, clueless. What? What do you mean? You're the one that asked for this.
You asked me if I wanted to. Carol had a question for us.
No, can do, Carol. Mm-mm.
By the way, hey, Carol.
Bye,
Carol says,
Carol.
Deb's True Crime Notebook. She's not here. Okay. Aspen
Hey.
Sunny. Hi, sorry, don't know what you're talking about, but have any of you heard of a witness seeing or a photo of Jim Maxwell with mud and blood on him? I have not. I've heard the rumor, but I have not seen a picture. But for anyone that doesn't know, Jim Maxwell is Logan's dad and lives on Bicycle Bridge Road.
Mm,
Am I correct in that?
think so. Mm-hmm. Hmm.
Absolutely, Pixel.
Yeah. Well, I guess I still have it in me. Does chat here believe that RA is the BG? That the guy on the bridge? Does pretty much everyone in chat believe that? Just hit yes, or
Yeah.
1 for yes if you're believing that, and 2 for no. Who
Right.
here believes that?
While everyone's answering that, I'm going to answer Queenie's mom. The trial's not going to be in March. We don't have a new trial date yet, though.
Yeah.
They're trying to reschedule the bond hearing, and that's the date they're also going to go over the trial dates.
Mm-hmm. Hi, Marietta. Ooh, my around and around and around. So LV says no. LV, do you have anyone in particular that you think it is besides RA? Okay, Queen's mom, same thing. Yeah. Yeah. That's only, for 67 people in the house. First of all, if you guys could hit that like for us in the share, perhaps that would be great. If you guys could do that, take a moment and do it for the Gipper, right, Adam? Do it for the Gipper. Remember that saying? Do it for the Gipper. Yeah.
No, I don't remember.
You don't know that saying?
I don't think so.
Do it for the Gipper, right? Yeah, do it for the. I think it was like something to do with baseball. Do it for the Gipper. I can't remember. Something like that. Well, you might not be able to see his face clearly, but the structure of it you can make out. But that will be in the series 4. Okay, that one I'll show you more on that one for the series 4. So, these headlines.
Gipper, not Kipper. Okay, thank you, Deb.
Yeah.
I still haven't heard it.
At the end of the day, Daniel K, it really comes down to this. And this is just being honest, okay? People are going to ride that story till they've beaten a horse. And they're going to think of every headline, every ridiculous thing that they can bring up to ride the story. It's natural that people do that, to be honest with you. I'm not a fan of putting content out there just to try to get a bunch of clicks and views, but would I like clicks and views here? Wouldn't we? Yeah. But I don't really want to be one of those channels that, I don't want to be known in my heart for doing cheesy things to get clicks and views. But I feel like here we try to really talk about the title that's in there and really talk about it because it's something that interests us to talk about. But at the end of the day, most people are just riding off of it for sure. But that's kind of typical with most cases. Ride it, my pony, If
I wanted to be desperate, I would just sell feed pics.
Yeah. Thanks, Daniel. Right. Right. Yeah, Gipper. Isn't that what I said? Just do it for the Gipper. Yeah, Gipper. I think I said Kipper once in there because I couldn't remember Gipper or Gipper. There's Tommy Baker. I guess I didn't put the 2 together about Logan. Maxwell. Yeah. Okay. So again, I'll do a Delphi one, and it will probably take me approximately a week to do a Delphi 4 with the BG, and then I'll show you facials. So when Richard Allen's picture did come out, then of course we had something to go on. We finally had something to at least to apply, at least for me. For someone like me who likes to deep dive into those things, it was like, okay, who the heck are you, Richard Allen? What are you doing in this storyline? You do not belong here in any place that anyone has ever came across you, you know. And it's like, it really does blow my mind a little bit, just for the fact I still am having a hard time grasping that out of everyone across the true crime sleuths, that this Richard Allen, okay, knowing what we do now in hindsight, knowing that, like, people all the time come in behind the scenes giving information, So I am amazed that this name never entered, considering some people knew that Richard Allen was at the bridge, or even if they suspected, because people talk. It's just human nature. Even if you say that you're not going to tell anyone, most times or not, that person will, right? That's why I don't trust people that well, because it's true. I mean, we're all guilty of it, first of all. But I really try to keep everything close to my vest as I can when it's certain things. But, when people just talk, they think that they're telling their best friend, and their best friend gives off an information to another friend of theirs, in a sense, or they want a little bit of glory themselves. And, here are murder sheets, here's some information, here's my 5 minutes of fame type of idea, whatever the reason. At the end of the day, I appreciate any information in regards to this case myself, because I know for myself, and I'm sure Adam can say this, I don't like to speak for other people when I'm talking about myself in this, but the genuineness of wanting justice for Abby and Libby, and try figuring it out, what happened to them, is one of the most meaningful things that I work on, because it's not about, oh, was there a reward out there or this out there? It's just simply wanting to understand who truly is responsible, because I don't even know that we're going to hear the full truth. I'm hoping so. Oh, absolutely. Oh, exactly. Yeah. So I'm amazed, for all the leaks, that go on. Why haven't we heard of Richard Allen prior to this? But after his picture came out, do I believe it's Richard Allen? I mean, it took me a good couple of weeks to literally admit to myself that I believe I was wrong. And it was because the two of them are just ridiculously similar features. And then I look at the markings too, and then I go, I mean, I really just am still I still in my head go, I can't believe how two people could be so similar in looks, because I was dead certain I was spot on, like spot on. And it's ridiculous to me when I can overlay a picture and the same jawline fits into that picture without any effort. Not only did the picture fit in, but the actual shadowing fit in perfectly. But it's the nose. It's the nose, and it's the side of the face here, that to me is like, hey, I guess this is Richard Allen. I mean, I have a picture to look at. I don't want it to be Richard Allen. I want it to be my POI, because that totally fit with everything. Richard Allen fits with nothing that we can see.
Right.
And it's very confusing, and it's bugging me. And I want to know the truth. And that's the bottom line of it. I simply want to know the truth. I want to know what's at that crime scene. I want to understand what somebody left there. I want to understand if that cryptic note means anything. I want to understand who all played a role in this. I do not believe this is a solo person that did this by himself. I absolutely myself do not believe that. And, I think that's, like I said, that in some way there, Kagan Klein, he's going to tie into it through the CP, the CSAM there, and it's all going to tie in together somehow. I feel like that's still a very plausible thing based on everything that we've seen. I just don't know how you could stack that much in a like a pie, and then be possibly that far off. It will obviously stop most of us in our tracks if we don't see a connection there. And that's why people are starting to downplay Kagan Klein, because people are starting to think, maybe this is just a weird coincidence. But wait, hold on. He did all these strange things, pile, 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 pile. And, that's where people can't let go. I can't let go of that. Yeah, Kai and Pi. I go back to that cryptic note again, trying to make sense of, is something going to smack me in the face, basically, and make me understand better that cryptic note, what the Kai Pi means, again, it could just be a pile of nothingness. It's hard to believe, but it's
nothing burger.
And nothing. It could be a nothing burger, So yeah. So
Marietta, just to answer really quickly, Marietta, we know YouTube doesn't pay you for likes, but it does help the algorithm so that it pushes your video out to be recommended more, which then will lead to views. So, which then the views end up helping with the monetization. So, but no, you don't get paid for likes. So they're free and they help a lot.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's the reason why we keep asking for likes and shares, because it's really disheartening when you do lives or do videos, and it's because of the algorithm that stops them from getting pushed for people to view them. And it does. It sucks when you have 6,890 something subscribers, and channels that have 578 subscribers are getting more views than a channel that has 6. There's something wrong with that picture, there's something wrong there with that picture. So we're just asking for your guys' help, that when you do see a live or a video, please give it a thumbs up to help us out. It takes a lot of work to do the content, and to do the lives and stuff like that. It's not hard work to do a live, but it's still lots of times you're putting things together. We're kind of a YOLO channel. We can kind of do a live regardless. But, there's a lot of people out there too that put a lot of time and effort into preparing for their lives. I'm not going to say that we're one of them, because again, we can just do a YOLO one like tonight and talk about information and show you guys things and whatever. It does very much help. So thank you guys. And it helps, it helps me create moments like this. Oh, Adam. They think that those are coming from China when we're really coming for you. I'm constipated. I'm sorry. I still like that. Yeah.
Lisa there with the yeah, I've never heard of two people looking like twins much. Touche, okay. Lisa. Touche.
Yeah. So, like I said, Delphi, there's supposed to be the bond on the 17th. Have we seen it come back yet, the answer?
No, but it's I think it's
going to get...
That's safe to say it's not going to be on the 17th.
Right. It's safe to say that it's not going to be on the 17th. Do you see me? I was just like mimicking you right there. Hold on, let me just check. Making sure that tweets still are green. Hold on, Adam. Isn't it pathetic that we have to go? Yeah, we're still green, Adam. We're good to go. Like I said, maybe we should end this one here with Delphi in a few minutes and then start a new one, right? It's so ridiculous. It just drives me bonkers. But anyways, so with Delphi, does anyone... Okay, we'll make it about you guys in a sense for this. Is there anything that you guys want to discuss with Delphi besides Richard? Whatever you guys have, okay? And while you're doing that, I'm just going to be right back. Still here, really.
You're just going to what?
You took the words right out of my mouth. Oh, you love it. Hey, Adam, stick this up. Yeah. Must have been where you were. I'll be the. See, I can bring my own music. You guys like it? Every female in here,
Oh,
right? You like my bathroom?
I gotta go.
Woo, yeah.
It's like the most boring bathroom I've ever seen in my life.
Right? Only thing that's making this cool is me being a stick. Yeah. Is
To
the
answer an
traffic
actual Delphi question, true
light.
crime and other stuff, yes, the trial will be held in Delphi. The jury is going to be brought in from Allen County, which is where Fort Wayne is. Isn't that right, Fort Wayne?
I think so.
And then, but yes, the trial will be held in Carroll County and Delphi, so that the families and everything don't have to travel.
Yeah. Guess who I am?
A potato.
Captain Howdy.
Wait, are you a potato from Idaho?
I am. I'm an
You're an
Idaho
Idaho potato.
This is it exactly. You're correct, Adam. You're so smart. And I'm Captain Howdy at the same time from Delphi. Well, meaning he does Delphi. You guys like this? Yeah. Saddle up my horse. Ride a cowboy. Yeah.
Deb says, Sonny, it doesn't go with the flow of the show. I see what you did there, Deb.
Doesn't go with the flow of the show. I get it, Deb, because I'm a female and I didn't even caught on to.
Potato Dundee.
I know,
Carol, that's good.
right? You know what? That's what I kind of felt like too.
And
You know?
and Pixie, yes, it was a tampon. I assume.
It was a super absorbent. Okay.
We have to drink
You guys
more.
are totally taking away from the fun of this live. I'm trying to add excitement here to it.
I don't think I have enough beer.
You know, is there somebody that's going to leave a comment saying, "How dare you have any fun when you're talking about tragic stories?" Well, it's because I can. And because you have to be lighthearted in some of this stuff. And for the fact that people cover this stuff is a good thing for the families, regardless. Yeah. Okay, fine. I'll get out of it. You guys can't take me seriously being a potato, can you?
You know I'm just jealous.
I know you are. You did it does with my snap cam. That thing was like a rocket ship. Okay, be right back.
I wish she was a French fry.
Can you see me?
You're a cracker jack is what you are.
I'm coming for you. You just don't know it yet, Adam, but I'm coming for you secretly.
Austin says he thinks he takes you more serious as a potato.
Yeah? If I close my eyes and my mouth.
And Jeff said, hey, Sonny, new hat.
Okay, stop. I know. Grow up. Fine.
What is she going to come back as this time?
Nothing. Just me. You know, every couple of minutes I have to tell myself, grow up. Okay? Stop having fun and grow up. My twin sister would be saying this to me right now if she was here. She'd be like, I just can't handle you. Seriously, the things that you do. You know, I can just picture her. That's exactly what she would be saying. Nip that on the spud. Okay, so did anyone have anything that
I
they...
thought it was nip it in the bud.
Yeah, I think it was nip it in the bud. Spud. Okay.
Oh, I wonder how Joe Johnson's... Didn't he have a show tonight? I wonder how his show went.
That's on the 18th.
Oh, sorry. I thought it was the 11th, which is today. Sorry.
Whoa. Adam. Where is that anyway? Cancel. Hold on. Let's find
I just wanted to
that.
get the free... I just wanted to give him a free plug.
Yeah, well, I mean, he gave me some free money to buy some free booze, so I got to keep up my work here. But it had nothing to do with it. But hold on, here we go. Got to find it. There we go.
Can you be a coffee bean? I'm surprised by the weird options that they have.
I can.
Like, doesn't it seem like someone was when you were before they made those filters? I know, Carol.
Show us little. Yeah, that's Beatrice. Okay, Beatrice. Rich liked it. See? Back at you. Yeah. Okay. Hold on. What am I doing? Oh, right. Present.
I get it, Deb.
Okay. So, you guys, Joe Johnson is someone that comes into our chat all the time, and he plays live music, and he's the part of the Whiskey Brothers. Joe Johnson. I can't even talk. Maybe Joe, just for you, dude, I'm gonna have a drink just so I can talk better. Okay.
See, I knew there was an 11 in it. It says 8 to 11.
I knew that you were going to say that too. That's where I knew you got the 11 from. Okay, let's try this again. The Whiskey Brothers are playing at the Mooresville American Legion, 350 East Main Street, Mooresville, Indiana. If you enjoy live music or enjoy Joe Johnson or Marvin Parrish, please check them out. Support your local area, of course, your musicians. So again, Joe's a great guy, and just helping him out here, you guys. We cover a lot of Indiana cases. So if you're around on February 18th, 8 to 11 p.m., then of course check the Whiskey Brothers out. All right. One of these days, I'm going to be the best infomercial or commercial person ever. I'm going to be like one of those best radio, Have you guys gotten your daily Dermawan today?
What's RBF?
What's RBF?
Yeah.
It's Beatrice.
Of RBF.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, Beatrice, yeah.
You guys are getting us off track of Delphi.
Someone said, Sonny, what are you taking?
Taking a normal pill every day it's not working though. Mm-hmm. And it's mixed. That normal pill is mixed with Captain Morgan. But I don't have to even have that just to do that. Trust me. Yeah, my husband here. Most people in my life literally go, "Oh my God, I can't believe you're doing that." And I'm just like, "Oh, believe it." The more someone says that to me, is the more I'll do it, of course, just because it's funny to me. It doesn't have to be to them. It's funny to me. Are you talking at him?
I'm trying to figure out what RBF means.
RBF.
Real best friend?
Sure. Yeah. Be the modern day Miss Cleo psychic, right? One of these. I already cast a spell on you, LV. I cast a spell on all of you guys, actually, to be honest with you.
Yes, the Mona Viking. You're more in the future. But Carol's even more in the future.
And here, more future here.
Real.
Where is Lewis? I have a question. Hey, that reminds me. Well, I didn't ask Lewis to join us tonight. And Lewis has been having a hard time with his eye and different issues going on. But I will say this tonight because what is tonight? Saturday? I will say, yeah, is that the Just Gas Lewis and Sonny show will be no longer. I will say that. I'm the one that has nothing to do with Lewis. I still love Lewis. He's still my buddy. Originally it was going to be Dear Sonny. It was going to be about relationships and whatever. Then Lewis and I were talking one day, and I said, "Hey, you want to do it? Just ask Lewis and Sonny," because of all of his knowledge. But in all fairness, my heart's really not into something, and every time the week was coming along, it was almost like neither of us were actually giving it that much effort, to be honest with you. Mostly me. No, I don't even say that. It was both of us. And it just became like more of a thorn in my butt because I'm trying to do too much all at once. But in saying that, I haven't talked to my twin yet, and I might ask my twin if she wants to do one time a week. It's a twin thing because that is my twin sister, and I want to help her out and stuff like that as well. But I haven't decided because as much as we can get along, we can also not get along when she ticks me off, right? Because she doesn't listen to me enough.
Sisters, no.
So no, I love my sister dearly, but I can also get irritated with her when she doesn't listen to me because I'm smart. She's not. She's brain smart. She makes good food. She makes whatever. She's good with numbers. But other than that. Okay. But anyways, so just so you know that the Just Gas Lewis and Sonny show, that won't be happening anymore. I just wanted to check with Lewis first to see if he still wanted to keep it up as Just Gas Lewis. If not, I'm just going to take the channel down. Again, my total decision on this one. Just, when you never do something that you're not into. And I just, after a few episodes, I just wasn't into it anymore. And I was just like, yeah, it's, yeah, Okay, the arguing would make it real. People like to keep it real. Oh, I
I
know,
guess
right? Oh
I
no,
guess that applies to your sister. Don't put down other YouTubers.
yeah, right. You know what? Me and my sister, like I said, it's like oil and fire and what do you call it? Water and oil and fire, water, whatever you call it. Fire, oil, whatever that expression is. Anyways, that's totally us. Like she's that person that like,
Oil
she's
and
like,
gas.
yeah, something like that. Well, I got the gas definitely. She's probably got the lighter to go with that gas.
Water and oil.
Yeah, but yeah, no, I think a twin thing. It would be called a twin thing probably. Um, Me and my sister are totally opposites, you know. But at the same token, it's like if she's sneaking around and I'm licking the bowl, she'd be like, "Son, get out of there," you know. And I'm just be like 10. Mwah. You know what I mean? I'm always bugging her that way. But anyways, we'll see how it goes. My identical twin daughters, one is book smart, the other is, oh, that's exactly it. That's
Well,
exactly us.
they'll
I
balance each other well.
Yes, and that's why we, in a sense, right? Um, I mean, again, honestly, if she wasn't my twin, I'd probably kick her to the curb with the older sister. To be honest with you, love you, Tanya, if you're watching this. No, I'm just kidding. My twin and I are very opposites. I'm the intuition smart. She's intuitive too, but I'm a very much more open, laid back type of personality. She's the book smart one, the numbers one. She's the more serious one, stuff like that. But yet together we can create and work together well, in a lot of different ways. But I love my sister very much. JLR.
We didn't put down GLR tonight.
Can I though? I will if you want me to. Sure. Which one is the boss?
Me.
Yeah. My twin tries to think that she can. Yeah, no. She knows that I'm the smarter one when it comes to certain things. I use her for certain things that she's good at, and she uses me not as much as I use probably her in life, but I'm the one that kind of kickstarts her in the butt and says, "Stop, YOLO." She's like, "I don't know how to YOLO." I'm just like, "It's not hard, just
I think
YOLO."
I think kickstarting someone in the behind and saying stop are contradictory messages.
Mm. Yeah. True that. True that. Okay. Anyway, so let's get back on topic. Um, J. Wait, she didn't say JLR. She said JRL. So somebody's a little dyslexic there. Lacey. How's Lewis's eye? Not overly good, to be honest. Carol.
One's good. The one is real. The one's good. It's fine.
Yeah, but he's struggling.
Yeah.
You know, he won't admit it, but it's making him a little snippy, because he's getting frustrated, with just when he thinks he's understood how he can see better, then all of a sudden his eyes are changing on him and stuff like that. Idaho, no, Idaho, yeah. So, anyways, and same with Middle Mama Michelle. Hugs and love to her as well. With her eye issues, she's said that she's deemed as legally blind now. She started having issues, started having blood, blood in the back of the eye there, and so she had surgery, but it's also in her right eye as well. So they're trying to maintain that, and as long as they can. So definitely, again, prayers to anyone that has any sort of health issues going on, or a loss of a family member, or anything like that. Just prayers, okay, guys. Get all about love and building each other up and helping somebody out if they're feeling down and stuff like that. Adam.
Well, I was just thinking, I have like a popcorn kernel stuck in my teeth.
Do you need to go get it out?
No, but I mean, I'm really suffering too.
I was going to say, are you suffering? Do you need prayers? Do you need extra prayers to help get that out? I feel like I could heal you from over here.
Maybe.
Yeah.
When you can't stop playing with it.
Yeah.
You're like,
Yeah. I get it. It's annoying.
I'm like over here using my tongue trying to like.
Yeah, go get it out, Adam. You'll feel so much better. Watching the two of you causes blindness. So I've heard. Apparently, this is where all these eye issues are coming from. Are you the same age? No. Me and my twin are definitely not the same age. I don't know why you would think that. In fact, go back to school and do your math. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
I'll be right back.
You know what? I'm just gonna have a drink right now. So, I just don't know. Want to go off Delphi? People still want to talk about Delphi. Oh, you want me to be a piece of corn? Fine. I'm going to be a different piece of corn, though. Oh, the thing is, I got my green screen on now, so you guys are seeing my other background. So it's not really working out the same way. Let's see here. Stop cam. Yeah, I'm just gonna, let's see here. What do I want to be here? Let's go back to this piece of corn because this one's funny. Even though I look like I got mold growing on me. Hold on. Oh, I'm a chip. I'm a green chip with mold. Thought I was a piece of corn. That's a chip. You guys like it? Look at that. I look like mold.
You are moldy. Moldy.
Holy moly. Holy moly.
Speaking of, whatever happened to Ray Jones? Is Deb going to cop to what she did to him?
Deb, yeah. What's going on with Ray?
We haven't seen him since she got her wrench. Since she used a wrench on him.
Well.
Oh, I like the starfish. You look like you're on The Masked Singer.
Well, my hands are shaking and my knees are weak.
Oh my gosh, you have like the BG headset on.
Yeah. You like this? Whoa, yeah. Look at that. Oh, I like the pink handbag. Yeah, I can't find that one no more. Ever since they deleted, you're just gonna have to like the starfish now. Yeah. Look at the little seahorses in the back behind me. Yeah.
That's Alexa, Deb, and Steffa.
Yeah, they're in the back doing a solo act there behind us. Yeah. Call me crazy now? Call me crazy? Yeah. Okay. Time to be serious, people. Let's go. Come on now. Time to be freaking serious. All right, then. Here we go. Let's go on, Adam, with the show. Okay, ready?
I like the unicorn.
Yeah, I like the unicorn too. Let's leave it as that for right now. Okay. All right, then. Look at that. If I open up my mouth. Okay. That's like a tunnel.
Oh, someone's going to clip that audio.
Yeah. I'm eating ice cream sandwich. Oh, I'm just mad that you're having an ice cream sandwich. Those are one of my favorite treats. Okay.
I survived. I got it out.
Did you get it out finally?
Yeah.
Okay. Show your face.
Second.
Yeah. Sunny Star. He's still picking people. Okay. So obviously, I probably should at the end of this video go, well, from about the 10-minute mark to about the hour mark. We totally were just having fun in here. And, so of course, if you don't like to laugh, do not watch this video whatsoever at all. Yeah. Wonder why the tiny mouth? Well, to be honest with you, that's what the dentist always says to me, Kelt. I'm not even kidding with you. I might be able to talk a lot, but my dentist is always saying, you have such a tiny mouth. And I'm like, yeah. And then she's always like, open wider. Can you just open a little bit wider, please? And I'm like, I am. And she's like, open wider. So isn't it amazing how you can have a small mouth, but still be a big voice? Yeah. Oh, root beer float. Right. Righto. I used to get one of those after swimming lessons. Yeah. Well, you don't see JLR doing this, do you there, freaking Lacey? No. Said no one ever. Is that what Steve says? I'm not going to go there. I like to keep that type of privacy to myself most times.
That's what Steve says.
That's what Steve says. Oh, you guys, I, I still will always laugh when he was like, I don't care about someone seeing my butt on TV. I care about we're on the internet. I care about the room being messy. That was priceless. Yeah. Okay, so anyways, back to being serious here. So Adam, did you want to add to anything for Delphi? Come on, you guys. Do you still want to talk Delphi or you just want to have fun? What do you want to do? It's totally up to you. One, if you want to talk about Delphi, two, if you just want to have fun, three, if you want to move on to Idaho.
Is there still the Face Switch app? You know, I've heard of that app. I've never used it.
I don't know.
Deb would say I'm lying, but I don't actually use filters.
No, Deb. This live, the people in this live have always been part of Crazy Town. Okay, Shelly, really? Yeah, I can't take you guys seriously either.
Why don't we talk about Idaho, and then we can have fun at the end?
Okay, we can do that. And if this video is still green, people. I don't know. I'm kind of liking the fact that this video is still green.
Kel, that's actually the other thing Steve says. I'm down with whatever you want to do.
That's exactly. Actually, he did right. Okay. I'm having a hard time.
Lemonade. I want lemonade.
I love lemonade.
It's like pouring rain here, and I'm like, oh, I want lemonade.
Someone made an executive decision. You're right. The Paladinos made it an executive decision. Do you know? So I love coming here for fun. Okay. You know, there's always the haters. Thank you, Shelly, for being a hater like that. Appreciate it. Thank you for your support. Love coming here for fun. And that crazy kook is up.
Wait, Carol. Sorry, this is very important. You put the vanilla ice cream in the lemonade?
That sounds good.
That does sound good.
Mm-hmm.
It would be like a sherbet almost then, right?
Sure. Okay.
Oh, yeah, Shelly, you would love this. It's been raining all day and it's pouring right now.
There's Austin. Wave your hand to him. I can't. My little unicorn hand can't. Hey, Austin. I am hate watching. I get it. Carol, she must be rolling over right now going, oh my God, can you guys just please get serious for a second? No. Nope. We can get serious for 2 seconds, but not 1 second. Goes all fizzy. That sounds so geep. Oh, that sounds so geep, I said. Did you hear that? That's a new word. That sounds so geep. I'm going to say good, but.
I was like, are you talking about the Gwyneth Paltrow goop stuff?
So I keep going, but I felt that you wanted to talk Idaho first.
I never thought about it. Yeah, I never thought of lemonade float. That sounds really good.
To be honest with you, I'm really not Idaho. Deb is a hoe.
No. Idaho.
No. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, let's play that video. Okay, but I hate it because we're green, Adam. We're green.
Lemonade.
YouTube, love us.
I have to make this note so I don't forget it. A lemonade float.
1 hour. What are you writing down? Lemonade float?
Yeah. Ooh, strawberry lemonade float.
Carol Osman likes kale smoothies and green just the same.
I actually love kale.
Just kidding, Carol.
I've never had a kale smoothie, but I do love kale.
Practice your stand-up routine for us. No. That is for admission only, okay? Those things are different. Those things cost. This is free right now, okay? Putting actual effort into it costs. You know what? I should do a stand-up routine one day. What do you think, Adam? You think I'm the next, like, Whoopi Goldberg or the next, what's that chick's name that was all fat and lost weight and then she gained weight and then they fired her? You know, that lady.
Roseanne?
No. No, not Roseanne. That lady, what's her name in that movie? Remember? Oh, shoot. You know, I don't know. What's her name, guys? Come on now. Not Roseanne. She's that Ah, why can't I think of that movie? Come on, she's like later than Roseanne. She's that bigger woman that was, remember she jumps over on a car and she's like a heavy dude and I don't know, she tackles like some guy on the road. I can't think of it. Darn it. I really suck at names. Oh my god, I love Dreams of Cold.
Melissa McCarthy, no.
Yes, McCarthy.
I love Melissa McCarthy.
Melissa McCarthy. Yeah, McCarthy. That's it, people.
Oh, great
Yeah,
minds.
definitely Oprah. No, Oprah's just somebody I worship an idol. Melissa McCarthy is funny. She cracks me up. I like
She's
her.
really funny.
Yeah, but Austin, this stuff doesn't come free, dude.
Do you know that she's Jenny McCarthy's cousin?
I think so, because
Yeah.
the same last name.
Well, yeah, she was her assistant for years before she got started in Hollywood.
Mm. Okay.
They look so different. That's the only reason.
No, ice cream doesn't go sour. It just gets freezer burnt, and then it tastes like after that.
I've not seen the Sparrow. I'll have to check that out, LB.
Yeah, that's what you're giving me a little bucket list of things to do besides work on cases. To be honest with you, I have to spend my time at night watching some movies.
I don't know. I don't know how to screenshot on my computer. Do you not do that on an Apple?
Yeah. Where it says print screen, control print screen. Hit the control button and print screen at the same time.
I don't have a print screen.
Yeah, it should be near the F12 button on your keypad.
Well, Apples are different though.
Well, what does yours have there?
It has my little fingerprint thing.
Oh, you're just gonna. What kind of little keyboard is that?
That's my keyboard.
So tiny.
That is little.
Yeah, you're gonna have to Google that. Yeah, the unicorn's kind of cool, isn't it? It is. I'm just honestly, I'm struggling here. I'm like, we're having a good green live right now, and then if I flip out a video, then you're just like, oh, do I risk it for the biscuit? Fine, you guys, I'll play the video. It's your fault, though.
Well, you just have to take it out if it goes yellow.
No, it doesn't work that way. Okay, you guys are going to play. It's going to be about the Bluetooth, and then it's going to run into another clip about the friend that's speaking of Brian Koberger. Okie dokie.
Right. And Shelly, I'd have to have one. I'd have to have one for them to say it.
Yeah. Okay, ready?
All right, see you in a minute.
Can you handle it?
Probably not.
Probably not.
That's what Steve says.
Hey everyone, this is Sunny and Adam, of course, with It's a Crime and Shame. So we're going to watch a clipping about the Bluetooth in regards to, of course, the Bluetooth that was in Kaylee's room. And we're also going to watch a video right together with this one that's about acquaintances and a friend of Brian Koberger's. And we're going to hear that out, and it's going to be approximately 10 minutes long, okay?
Clark Walton's space. He is a principal forensics and cybersecurity expert for Reliance Forensics. He's board certified in data security. He's a former cybersecurity analyst for the CIA. He's also a former prosecuting attorney. Mwah, chef's kiss. You are perfect, Clark, for this.
Huh.
Get me sort of on and off the ledge on this, because I always want to know that there's lots of evidence. If you're going to bring a guy in, and I want to know that there's lots of really good evidence. This would seem like it would put a guy right in the room alongside the DNA on the knife sheath. But why might it not work? Let's just look at the other side. Why might this not work?
Right. So your phone, as you know, when you're walking around with it, it is trying to talk to the rest of the world any number of ways, right? Bluetooth and your cellular antenna and near field communication. But it doesn't necessarily mean that those attempted handshakes that you just referenced are necessarily being recorded. Not every single action that your phone takes is necessarily going to stick with that phone. If a forensic examiner were to look at it days, weeks, months later, yes, that handshake could have occurred, but is there going to be a record of it on the device that a forensic examiner can pull back?
Okay, so let me take that one step further, and I'm going to just be full disclosure here. I am a complete idiot when it comes to this stuff. I have to hit all the buttons 100 times and then reset just to get something to work. But I do know this, my phone is connected to my Bluetooth speaker, and my phone knows when I go from portrait to landscape, and it keeps that as a record, as I learned in the Murdoch trial. What if Kaylee's speaker was connected to her phone? Because presumably they're all up on the 3rd floor, right? You're going to have your phone upstairs when you go to bed, even if you're 50 feet away in the other bedroom. Will that perhaps keep a record?
That would keep a record. And so have you ever noticed, you'll spend a night in a hotel and you'll not come back to that hotel for months, and then you'll go back to that hotel and it will automatically connect your phone back to Wi-Fi like you'd been there the day before. Your iPhone does keep a record of what Wi-Fi networks you've connected to, certain information about those networks, the name, the password, the last date and time, importantly, potentially for this case, the last date and time that phone was connected to that Wi-Fi network. And the same works for Bluetooth as well. It keeps a listing of Bluetooth assets that you have connected to at a certain point in the past in time. So let's say hypothetically, at some point in the past, Kohberger's phone had initiated or completed a handshake with really any other device in proximity to that house, coming back in close proximity to that house, even if the phone were in airplane mode, as was pointed out, that Bluetooth connection may likely still be enabled, and that handshake could occur. That evidence would stay on the phone, and that's something that a forensic examiner could later take and say, yes, this phone was within Bluetooth communication of this speaker, this microwave, this thermostat, that type of thing at this point in time.
This is probably a yes or no. But if the speaker is turned off, does it still emit a Bluetooth signal, or is off when it comes to
off is off? Off is off.
Okay. How about the car? Let's talk about this 2015 Elantra. Some people have said they don't have the infotainment system. Some people have said they do. So maybe it's kind of haphazard on the 2015. But if Kohberger gets into his Elantra with his phone, right? Because he's driving. We already know he had his phone with him because well, at least according to the authorities, he is driving out of Pullman or around, Pullman at 2:48, 2:47, I think I said the time was. Look, 2:47 a.m. And then he, hauls back in and is back online. He basically turns the phone back on or does whatever at 4:48 a.m. If he's in that car, is it going to handshake him to the car? Because right now we know an Elantra that belongs to him was at a scene, and a defense attorney will say, who was driving? Did you see him behind the wheel? But if his phone connected to his Bluetooth and went, now that's a whole other kettle of fish.
Yeah, there may very likely be a record of that. I mean, the data that I've seen in the public record is based of where he is based on the cell tower pinging, the location, which is much less accurate and much more, covers a greater area than the Bluetooth communication. Obviously, you have to be much closer to a device to ping off of that with your phone. And there are records of that kept in the device, in the phone. Sorry, I'm looking down at my iPhone here, I guess expecting it to do something. But yes, I mean, we have seen we've worked other types of cases, other types of homicides, cases where car accident cases, a lot of times you'll see a Bluetooth was activated and started playing music or something like that. And then a car accident occurs moments later. I mean, that's a fairly common thing to see.
It fascinates me to think that somebody could think, well, I'm just going to turn my phone off and I'll go dark. But that phone stayed more than likely light if it were connected to the car. And then that car continued on its merry way. So the footprint would continue even though the cell towers lost him. All of this allegations, he has the right to remain innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. But man, this evidence, it's pretty fascinating stuff. Hey, Clark, thank you for this. I said you were the right person and I was right. Will you come back again?
Thank you. Absolutely. Thank you.
Crap, that's Brian. That's Brian. I know Brian, That's wild to me. It's a shock, seeing someone you've known on TV.
Jack Bayless met Brian Kohberger in 8th grade when the two of them ran with a group of boys in this neighborhood near Albrightsville, Pennsylvania.
I want to say he wanted to be a cop since he was younger.
What kind of teenager was he?
He was pretty normal. He was definitely heavier set, and that caused issues in school, apparently.
But in high school, dramatic changes washed over Koberger, according to several friends, including Bayless.
I believe it was the weight loss first. And I was, I want to say 14 to maybe 16, between there was the big weight loss. I could be wrong on this, but I'm pretty sure that's what it was. And then it was the drugs.
How did he get started in drugs?
He got in drugs via an acquaintance of his. It was definitely heroin. It was pretty gnarly.
Bayless doesn't know exactly when Koberger got clean.
Last I saw him, he was pretty lucid.
But the two reconnected after Koberger enrolled at DeSales University in Center Valley, right around the corner from Bayless's home. Koberger's major, criminology.
He's always been kind of fascinated with kind of how the brain works and how people think and why they do what they do.
And so my senior year, I ended up in a biology class, which is where I met and interacted with Brian Koberger.
What were your first impressions of the guy?
Brian seemed normal enough.
But that opinion did not last for Bernard James, a DeSales film student in 2018 when he attended a class with Koberger.
One of the big parts of that biology class that we were in, we had a group project as a part of our final grade.
With 4 DeSales classmates on the project, Koberger was chosen as team leader. Not surprising for the student DeSales professor Michelle Bolger called brilliant and one of the best students ever, according to an article in the Daily Mail. Dr. Bolger declined to comment to King 5. But to some classmates at the Christian University, Koberger seemed more like a know-it-all.
The way that he came across in his speech, kind of person who has to use big words, the one always raising his hand in class.
And what happened then towards the end of this whole thing?
We're approaching the due date, and I was feeling like I was left out to dry.
Bernard James says Koberger completed the class project without including him, resulting in a failed class in Bernard's final year at DeSales. He confronted Koberger in the university library.
I remember him being very straight-faced, very almost emotionless with this. He kind of a small smile on his face. Like there's more to him than it seems. Very intense stare. I remember that. I'll never forget that. Looking right into my soul almost, as we were having this back and forth. Manipulative, cold.
Was he witnessing an odd personality trait or something more? After Koberger's arrest, Bernard can't be sure.
I mean, it's not every day you expect to come into contact with someone who's accused of something like that, but I see it in some ways. I see the calculated side of him.
Could your friend have done this?
I hope he didn't do it. I'm a big believer in innocent until proven guilty. So I hope someone I know didn't do that,
Here in Pennsylvania, we've been unable to reach anyone from Koberger's family. A public defender here who represented him during extradition proceedings has said that Koberger looks forward to being exonerated in Idaho.
Yeah, I'm back as normal. Yeah, although it was playing in the background. I'm not even gonna lie. So, what do you guys think of that?
It's
anything
interesting
on?
for sure. I'd seen it, but
Yeah. What do you guys think in chat with that? Again, it will all come out in the wash at the end of the day when everything, happens, which is going to be, a year or so from now. I'm hoping, though, that we get, the stuff for the vehicle and whatever else there is, maybe from the parents' house, but especially from the vehicle, because I cannot see that there wouldn't be,
we will, but
some DNA there. And for the most part, it just, according to the friend and then the other guy that was more the acquaintance, the friend was like, yeah, pretty normal. But the thing is that we all know this. Adam could be pretty normal, but maybe in here, there's some issues going on. You never know with somebody, right? And do you ever notice that, especially some of those, okay, you know what? Let's take Robin Williams, for example, right? Robin Williams was somebody that joked around, and it's usually the people that are the most funniest and what you deem as caring, kind-hearted, always joking around. I remember hearing a while back that, people that are usually empaths and stuff like that, usually later on in life have the most, issues going on. And I thought to myself, I kind of agree with that. So I think it was a shock for all of us when Robin Williams, knowing that he had his children and his wife, that wasn't enough to keep him here because of the, stuff going on up there.
That one made me really, really sad. Oh, thank you, Lazy Son.
Yeah.
Anthony Bourdain made me really sad too. Because I loved Bourdain.
Oh, I don't know that.
He did the
one.
cooking and travel.
Yeah. So you never know what's going on. So although his friends talking about him, like, it seemed pretty normal. He had some definitely issues going on because he was heavy set in school and stuff like that. But that's just it. Most people don't go, hey, you know what? I'm seeing these demons talking to me in my head and I got these, what I mean? A lot of people keep that to themselves more so. It's, personal issues like that are very hard to talk about. It's kind of like opening yourself up and to be ridiculed or made fun of, and stuff like that. But again, you never know what's going on with someone. No, that wasn't it, Ivy Rose. Like, I think he had maybe some health issue, but that's, at the end of the day, he took his own life. Deb's, I'll have to check it out, but the one he definitely had a confrontation with would be interesting. You're talking about the guy at the end there. I see Brian Koberger, just what I seen about him. He just comes off as very arrogant, a manipulator, cold. He really just comes off as someone that's in a body, a vessel, and is not this warm, caring personality. I'm not seeing that whatsoever. I'm seeing this arrogant, narcissistic, smirky thing that, a lot of it reminds me of my ex-husband. Just always had this thing that he was better than everybody else in the room. Thought that it always makes me laugh when people kind of talk like as if everyone else is dumb and they're the smartest in the room. My ex had that same personality trait about himself. Now, my ex was very smart, and that's just the thing. Like I said, it's almost like they gain their own egos, their own false impression of, themselves, thinking that they are better than the others that are in the room. And I feel like that with Brian Koberger. Like, you people are idiots compared to me, basically. What did Austin say?
Was it Lewy body dementia?
For Robin Williams?
Yeah, I knew he did have a really debilitating issue, but he had also struggled his whole life with depression, and addiction.
Yeah,
I wrote a report on him when I was in the 5th grade because I thought I just looked up to him so much, and little did I know he had so much going on.
I know, that's what I mean. No one really knows besides the person in their own body of what's truly going on in there. Again, you can think someone's the life of the party, and stuff like that, but really they're suffering from major depression.
Right.
I feel like when I didn't even know what depression felt like until I went through my divorce, and I just felt like I was a zombie. Like, I literally felt like I was a zombie. Every day I was getting up. I was exhausted. I hated going to work. It felt like I was Groundhog Day over and over and over. Like I said, and then I went to see what depression was. I looked at all the words and I was like, yep, I think I probably pretty much checked about 8 of them. And I was like, yep, this is when I self-diagnosed myself because I'm, a Google doctor by trade as well, if you guys didn't know that. And I kind of usually diagnose myself because I'm pretty much aware of who I am. And it's just a matter of, did I fit that? And I definitely fit that. And that's the first time I understood that it was depression that I was in, but I'll being like always honest with you guys, what hurts me the most is watching people hurt the world or people hurt other people. It angers me, it saddens me, and it takes a toll on my heart as a person trying to even understand why people want to do these things to each other. That's why I'm very adamant on here about standing my ground, on having respect, and don't come in here and be a troll and stuff like that. Because the thing that means the most to me is that we're supposed to actually care about each other. And then, like, to see that there's bubblegum balloons in the sky, and it makes you, it just reminds me of, like, why is the world this way? Why is it always about egos and stuff? It's always about egos and trying to outdo the Joneses or somebody, and that's why people always have to put each other down, because they can't stand somebody else's happiness because their life is miserable and crappy and stuff like that. Hey, LV, thank you. And so I struggle. Like, it's like I understand it, but I struggle with it because it hurts my heart to know that at every given point, there's more people that are apt to bring you down instead of pull you up. But if you keep your circle with people that care, then, that's kind of like your happiness bubble. So that's kind of how I deem this, is that the people that come in here are here because either they care about the channel, care about us as people, like what we stand for, and they're here just to have some good, wholesome, fun conversation and, enjoy being each other's company. So that's why I'm always determined that I don't care how many people I block along the way, because those people didn't fit the mold to be able to get in here and to stay with us. Because, again, there's enough of that stuff in the outside world and in the world that we live around. So I refuse to break my personal morals to just allow people to come in because, oh, they're a subscriber, or, oh, like, thank you so much. No, you have to fit the mold in a sense, because like most people, you just want to live life, you just want to live life, just, enjoying it to the best that you can. And you don't need these people that are throwing darts at you along the way. You just don't need them in your life, Once you learn about narcissism, it helps, yeah. Once you learn about narcissism, it's so hard because you have to refile everything you thought you knew about life. It's never a simple breakup. It's life-changing. Yeah. I mean, it came later in my life to know about what narcissistic personalities were, or even all these different terms that are out there. You always know when somebody is arrogant, but I never really had all these labels. Didn't know that there was all these labels for it and stuff like that. And I'm not a label person myself. It's when I see someone that has an ego that's full of themselves and whatever, and that thinks that they're better than others, you are narcissistic to me. And, and then the bad boys, what you gonna do? That's a bad boy right there, Damon A. Thank you for subscribing.
Good night, Ivy.
Is that Ivy? Ivy, yeah, it's really late for you over there. I mean, it's
For her.
Yeah. What is today?
Well, it's Sunday morning now.
Okay, so it's Saturday. You don't work tomorrow, of course, so you have
I'm going to my parents in the morning. But
oh, right. Yeah.
Look, I just realized, look, I have a big hole in my shirt. Look, I got dressed up for you, Sonny.
Oh, thank you. Holy moly. Holy moly. I always wondered why Greeno picked on you. He doesn't have a channel anymore, does he? No, he doesn't have a channel. Why he picked on me? He just doesn't like females. Simple as that. He doesn't like females, and he doesn't like strong females. Someone like Greeno could never, ever push me around in any which way, shape, or form. But I didn't start anything with Greeno. He actually started it with me, him, and then and started making fun, saying I'm psychic. There's people like Matt Sullivan's of the world, Greeno's of the world. These guys are so full of themselves, and they're so high on, but it's just all insecurities, and I already know that. So that's exactly what I'm against, is insecurity people. I don't have those insecurities. I'm strong enough as a female to sit there and go, you know what? You guys are not smart at all. You guys even think that you can attempt to, push me around or try to hurt me. It's going to be a frosty day that ever happens. But why is it that the insecurities come out of these people? I've seen it happen time and time again with some of these YouTube creators, and it doesn't have to be that way, but they want to make it that way, And so what? So I'm supposed to bow down? Females have a harder time than males, because the majority of females are watching YouTube in true crime versus the males. And you can tell that by the demographics, typically that are watching your channels. And so for me,
mine's 50-50.
Right?
Mine's 50-50.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't honestly matter if you're the biggest slime bucket in the world. Females fall for stuff all the time. And you try to think better of these males and stuff like that. And I just watch it and I just laugh at it personally, because I think it's the most ridiculous thing to watch is, females like that really get, like I said, they care more a lot of times about the male viewers. It doesn't matter if they're a piece of crap or nothing, versus a female, because most people are apt to not like females as much. The males usually have no problem with them because males usually like feisty females, but well, not all though. The insecure ones don't. So it's always like a losing battle. You can watch somebody get 250 people in their channel talking about the same thing over and over, and yet their channel is boring as day, But so I always feel like it's one of those things. I just stay on course to who I am, knowing that all these things exist around me, and I don't care, because it will, at the end of the day, if you just stay true to who you are, that's the best I can do is do that. And like I said, it's not here about trying to build our way up to have all this, fluff and brown nosing with people and stuff like that. It's about being genuine as you come across. And then as you come across and you're building your channel, and then you realize, oh, well, that one just backstabbed you. Oh, really? I didn't even do nothing. And I find that just, again, like why people have to do that is beyond me, because, and Deb knows it, we've always been about trying to help other channels, never take away from them.
I lied to you. Mine is 88% female.
Yeah.
Yeah. And 0.3% of my viewers are from South Korea.
Yeah, I know. Right. It's deemed as you can't be strong, loving, and caring. You're always given this label that you're this or that. But like I said, I am 99.999% resilient to that stuff. I know it exists. I'm very much aware of it. Again, I'm very much aware of what's around me, and either I play into it or I don't, or I choose not to engage in it or I do. Someone said, for instance, like JLR. So I was sent the thing that said JLR, for instance. I'm going to use JLR as an example. So he had literally put, that he was in prison for 10 years for doing prank phone calls. I literally have the posting that the person sent me, from a few weeks back or whatever. And the thing was that I had called him out on it. And the reason why I called him out, it was like calling Greeno out. If I come across your channel or you as a person, and I think that you're being a total con to people and you're not being honest with people in a sense, like there's certain things when you're taking victims' lives and using it to benefit your pocket by trying to make people believe that you're something that you're not. I personally am going to have an issue with that. That was my issue with JLR. Dude, you are trying to convince people that you genuinely care about these cases. Look at your past. Your past has defined who you are up until this present day to show that you're not in this for genuine reasons. And when you take victims of these type of horrific circumstances and you're trying to do it in a way that's using cheesy things to get people's attention and stuff like that, and I'm deeming you as more of a con man than an actual creator in a sense, then it's kind of like, no, I'm going to call you out like Joseph Morris, So although Joseph Morris did a more dirty deed in a sense of what he did, because his was literally to deceive you, whereas JLR this is his past. He hasn't, on a creator, besides him using cheesy ways and calling out Richard Allen in front of the news cameras. Okay, he's doing those things for reasons, and it's for reasons for his pocketbook, and so because I know that he did 10 years for wire fraud and for frauding people, plus with the whole, it's actually kind of sickening reading that little thing that he put up about the prank calls. He acted like he was a big victim of all this. Dude, you are not a victim. You literally victimized people. So get it right. And then if you own up to that because you've been called out for it, then good on you. I don't care. I just wanted to bring awareness that don't you dare use people's lives, to the benefit of yourself. And when you're literally faking people out, trying to achieve it for your own pocketbook, like Joseph Morris did, but yet JLR, again, we've said this many times, we give him credit for at least getting off of his top, no matter how cheesy it is, standing in front of a railroad station and then saying,
he goes out there and does it.
He goes out there and does it. And if he is trying to better his life, then good on him.
Good for him.
He's old enough that a leopard usually doesn't change their spots. But you know what? For me, again, it was a personal thing for me that there's no way, dude, that you're going to sit there and do all this thing like you're claiming that you're genuinely involved in caring about the cases. Unless he's changed a leaf overnight, his past has led right still up to this point, showing that is still the reason why he's doing things, and it's money motivated from it. And I have an issue. I don't, if it was anything else, but these people were horrifically, heinously, are from crimes that are just so, again, sad and horrific. If you're gonna, for me personally, if you're gonna earn your money, earn it because you're a good YouTuber, great content creator, and stuff like that. But don't try to deceive me. Don't try to deceive me about who you are, because if I deem you're a con artist that's trying to con people, then that's a different story, because you're using the lives of these people that have been victimized, and you're claiming you're a victim. Please, dude, spare me. Yeah. No, Carol, here, let me here. You know what? I'm going to show you. Just give me 1 second here. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. Let me just give me a second. I am going to find it. And don't get me wrong, you guys. Like I said, I know that the guy isn't perfect, and I know that people have things, okay? It is the point of what type of community you're trying to do this in. And it's about, again, it's my own personal stance on that you're trying to convince people that you're really caring and genuine when everything is showed that this is about money, and you're riding off the tails of these horrific crimes, and then you're trying to make it seem like you're just a do-gooder. But I appreciate the fact that he does go out. But hold on, give me a second. I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. Let me just find it. Okay. Download. Okay. So, I wouldn't want to wish anyone harm, but just, be honest with people. If you've been called out, then just be honest with people. And I called him out. So that's why he had to kind of answer to it for the people that knows. Okay, 1 second. Okay. So let me share my screen with you guys. Okay. Can you guys see that good? Let me just come back. We take this down.
Cray, real quickly. She's from she lives on the west coast of Canada.
Yeah, I'm Vancouver.
BK.
Cray 420. My husband.
Sorry, I said BK, like Brian Comer.
Yeah, my husband actually landed here from England on 420. Isn't that ironic too?
It's my parents' wedding anniversary.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
He's like, pass it around. Okay, let me make this bigger so that you guys can see it. So I was sent this when someone said, huh, no, he said he was for prank phone calls. Okay, so because I've called him out already, so it says Jonathan Lee Riches investigates. Most people can't believe I spent 10 years in federal prison. Non-violent white-collar crime with no serious prior criminal history. Some prank phone calls as a teenager. And then I was subjected to the worst conditions imaginable. Sounds like Greeno all over again, doesn't it? Shipped around to many max security fed prisons. I was housed with the worst of the worst at ADX Florence, Colorado, i.e., the Una guy, Richard Reed, Terry Nichols, 93 WTC, I'm not going to use that word, Ramsey Youssef, etc. I have been on hunger strikes, challenging the inhumane conditions and draconian sentences. Thrown in solitary confinement for over 2 years, I filed thousands of lawsuits in protest. But with God, I made it out alive. Now I'm thriving, sharing my life experience while covering true crime. I'm a proponent of criminal justice reform and tough on crime. Yes, you can have both. Okay, hold on a second. Fine. Goodness, sorry, you guys. It's down over here. Finish it off. Okay. Yes, you can have both. I also try to inspire others who made mistakes like myself that they can redeem yourselves through hard work and still make a positive impact on our beautiful society. Isn't life great? More to come. Okay, so great, dude. It wasn't just, I mean, you guys, I showed you guys the video that's from the internet where they're talking about wire fraud and him being in prison for 10 years because of frauding people. And then, of course, he has the most lawsuits in the Guinness Book of World Records. Tried to contact him to tell him he did, and then he turns around and sues them too. I mean, and that's only the stuff. Oh, and then there was the magazine of whoever that guy was again that he legitly did a federal, like a federally wrong.
It was James. What's his name? The Colorado movie theater.
Yeah. So 10 years is a big right. What was the
James
white collar
Holmes?
crime he went in for? There was no white collar. He said it was like for prank calls and stuff like that. How do you equate fraud to white collar prank calls, dude? You are misleading yourself as a person. And I'm just saying that I did call you out because of the fact of the girls and using cases, pretending like you truly care about them. Now, I'm not JLR, and if someone wants to believe that this man turned a new leaf suddenly, then feel free to. But I felt for me, for this channel, I don't really care what other people do too much. But if you're going to use the girls and try to make you believe that you're this deep, caring person that literally has 10 years in jails for fraud, that you're acting like you're a victim when you victimize people. You literally sued mostly celebrities and everything. So are you, like I said, so Greeno does the same thing, right? He sits there and he tries to make you believe they're crap. And the smart people will see right through it, and the other people will fall for it. I just personally, on my own personal level, wanted to make anyone aware that this is who you're watching. So if you keep thinking that he's this genuine person, go ahead. But I mean, when somebody has a past, and I deem that somebody is a con, I checked him out because there was just something that came off slimy about him, like Greeno, and that's why I checked out Greeno. Because when something seems off, I'm going to check you out. And then, of course, it didn't take long and hard. All you have to do is, just like Greeno's, put his name into Google, and this plethora of stuff comes up. Okay? So it's just a matter of making others aware. But when you use homicides and etc. as your catapult to feeding your pocket, I'm probably going to call you out for that. Just because you're using true crime and the horrific case, these horrific incidents that happen to these people, and you're making it seem like I'm just over here caring and over here in Delphi, and Richard Allen, shame on you, Richard Allen. Come on. That was antics. The standing in front of a train station is laughable. What he does is laughable because it's so cheesy. It's antics. And these antics work on people, and so be it. If it does, it does. But I'm just saying, if you're going to use, these homicides to catapult yourself for greed, I'm going to call you out on that, because I'm just going to make people aware that, hey, you know what? Just so you know, you can still go watch them all you want. Doesn't matter to me. But don't use, in my own self, right? Don't sit there and think that I'm not going to call you out when you're doing this. Not because you genuinely care. It's because you genuinely want money for your pocket, which is fine. But at the expense of these horrific homicides, okay. So I'm just going to call you out. Other than that, like I said, I won't care. So fair enough. Now we understand. Yeah. So, I just don't want people to be victims. If they truly knew who some of these people are behind these YouTube creators, right? Anyone can look at my history. I'm not going to sit here and say I'm an angel, but I have no criminal past whatsoever. I have no record on me whatsoever. I've walked a pretty good, decent life. I've done some nominal things in my life that you might not be proud of per se, but nothing that has been, wouldn't want to deem it as harmful to others. More of stupidity, more stuff to myself in a sense. But I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect. There's a difference, But a lot of these creators have, DVs against them, have prison time, and that's fine. Everyone makes mistakes, But like I said, I do my homework. You just don't. I want other people to be aware of these ones so that they might reconsider donating, perhaps, if they knew exactly what this person truly stood for. And we all know that, no one's messing with me. There's always people that try to mess with me, but I can handle these people. They don't bug me whatsoever. I'm on a course, for myself personally, on a mission to help other people, and a mission to bring awareness, and a mission to care genuinely about people and cases. I don't have to, be worried about it when you're just wearing your heart on your sleeve. So, like I said, people can try to lie about me, which they do, take little clippings and twist it around, which they will, and do that stuff. But again, to me, I always believe that truth will prevail over fakes and frauds and cons and stuff like that. But anyways,
right.
Yeah, I get it. I everyone makes mistakes, but it's one of those things. I'm not here to play like I'm God, but I have a problem with people like Greenos of the world, and people that try to mislead others, and for females especially, because females especially fall more victim to a lot of these men and stuff like that. I just wanted to bring awareness to it. That's all. When you're using victims' crimes as your catapult to earn money. Okay. He has every right to do that. It's all, it doesn't matter. It's his right to do so. But if you come across someone like me that sees what you're doing, I'm going to bring awareness to you, because I want people to be aware exactly who you are before they're willingly doling out money to your channel, or subscribing to you and stuff like that. And if people want to do the same for me, go right ahead. I got nothing to hide here. There's nothing in my past that could ever come out, because there's just nothing to hide. And I'm proud of that. Why wouldn't I be? But it's not even about me. If I had something, I would sit there and tell you guys if I did. It's just about, for me in my head, the victims and people using cases to ride off them, like as if they're just, as if almost like they're just pieces of meat while money's going into their pocket. Kind of rubs me personally the wrong way. It's my own personal thing, guys. Okay, doesn't have to be Adam's or anybody else's. It's just my personal thing. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, Lacey, too. I mean, he's cheesy as day. You know, like I said, the whole derailed and he stands behind a thing or he stands on a fence and says, I'm on the fence about this one, guys. And then he points to a fence. Again, he's just using antics and stuff to propel his videos. He's riding the wave, absolutely. And people are falling for it left, right, and center. And that's perfectly fine. That's everybody else's right. That's his right to create stuff and stuff like that. I do, however, like the fact that he has been literally traveling around covering the cases. Whether there's genuineness behind them or not, he's doing it, right? He's still doing it. He's still traveling around. It does cost money to travel, cost gas money and all these things. Hopefully will hopefully he is a better person, but you know what? You have to earn respect from people. And from me, you're not going to get that respect when your past is showing you that, that you have not been a do-gooder. So, but do I appreciate the fact that he's literally going around to all these different places that cost money? So, I'm kind of torn on that one, but again, I can't stop anything. I'm just bringing people aware.
Sonny, we have a very serious question here. Lisa, would like to know, what about your ankle monitor?
My ankle monitor, right? The one that's monitoring my Captain Morgan intake? No. I know I can leave my house. I don't. It's not because I don't have one of these ankle monitors on. I'm not Brian Walsh. No. I remember one time there was a guy that was in the hotel and you could tell he was a chump. And anyways, then he goes to his vehicle and he says, see, and he showed me this wristband that he had on keeping track of him. And I was like, really, dude? And he actually set off the fire alarm in our hotel. Because he left, he was cooking something on his little burner that he brought and he caused a fire and he fell asleep. So you know what this dude did? So the fire trucks are coming around, woo, 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 right? And the ears hurt after even a couple minutes of listening to the fire alarm go off. All the doors slam because, of course, the fire thing's going off. And he's sitting in the chair, in front of the reception in a sense. And he said, the fire station guy said something to him. And he's just like, looks at the fire guy and he's like, could you guys just hurry up, please? I'm really tired. Right? And even the fire guy said to him, really? We're here because of you. So I don't care how tired you are. When we're done, we're done. And I'm like, good on you. Because that guy was a jerk.
Right.
Literally. Yeah.
Carol, there's not been any update that I know of at all with Anna Walsh.
No. With Anna Walsh, no, nothing really much going on there right now. Actually, when does the Flint Farmer one start?
In a couple weeks. In 2 weeks, I believe, or a week and a half, maybe.
If he's a millionaire, it's because of all the suing he did.
Oh, yeah, no, Cray, we were talking about JLR.
I just answered you, actually.
Yeah.
You can't get upset if we don't see your question right away. You stay put, Cray. Don't go cray on us. But I literally
Sonny,
just
do you have naturally curly hair, Sonny?
No, naturally straight hair.
Oh, you can. Oh, you crimp it.
Yeah, this ain't crimped.
No, I know,
No.
but you do when you wear curly, like, because your avatar, it's curly.
Oh, that's when I curled it. Yeah.
Yeah. But sometimes she will crimp it. It looks really cute crimped.
Like here, that's me curling it.
Yeah, that's curled.
Sometimes I crimp it. This is just wake up and throw it up in a ponytail look, and it's messy, and I don't care. But I like wild child type of stuff. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And yeah, Cray, we were talking about JLR, Jonathan Lee Riches investigates. Oh my goodness. And we're gonna have true crime. Greeno investigates. On there.
Keep it Southern style.
Keep it Northern style, people. Keep it Northern style. Let's talk about Idaho. Well, I showed you a video about the
What would you like to
Bluetooth.
talk about, Marietta?
Yeah, what would you like to talk about, Marietta, with Idaho? Hi, Mark. How are you? Mm-hmm. Well, I know what the problem going on here is. Mm-hmm.
Austin says he always rocks the 10-year-old boy haircut. If it works for you, Austin, go for it. Oh, sunny.
I need my third eye.
And stop.
Being mysterious.
What was that game? Remember, it was like no whammies. Stop.
Yeah. How about buy me a coffee, buy me a coffee, buy me a coffee. Stop. And look at that. The coffee thing just came up. That's fun. Marietta, what would you like to talk about? Look, I got big eyes and lips going on here.
Hey, Mark.
Oh. Adam's just messing around again. He's not taking this very seriously right now.
Yeah, Marietta, we did a stream about that the other night. It's so sad. The floor fires. It's always heartbreaking.
Oh, yeah. Wait, I thought you wanted to talk about Idaho. Yeah, we talked about that the other night, Marietta, but I didn't really want to play the audio clip, or I didn't really want to show the clip to that. I dropped the link.
It's so hard to watch. I've watched it twice, and I'm like, I don't think I ever want to watch it again.
No, I watched it once, and that was enough for me. I visually remember exactly what happened in it. Yeah, it's just really hard, as a mother, as a parent, to sit there and watch something so horrific happen, knowing that those four beautiful girls lost their lives. And then just to add insult to injury, the way that case was treated, the way it's been handled, the lack of funding and help for that case, the donations or the reward and stuff like that, again, it's always, and it's no different than, a lot of these other cases out there. Some beautiful woman like Suzanne Morphew disappears. She makes the grade. She makes the cut, to be shown as a national case in a sense. Yet it happens to so many other people. But, we all know that in news reporting and stuff like that, it's almost like people like in the other, like older days, that in order to be a model, you had to be like a size 0 to 3. You had to have a certain look, blah, blah, blah. You couldn't be heavy at all. The world's been changing, and then it moved on to like heavier set models and different things, so the world, and gay marriages happening and stuff like that. So I'm appreciating the changes, and I'm appreciating the changes that are going on in the world that way. When?
Not in this house.
Not in that house. But it's just very sad that these four, children lost their mother, lost all four of her children, and that this was used with an accelerant. So it means that it's obviously a criminal investigation, and it's just four children, all gone, all your children gone. Yeah. I mean, look at the what is it? Sorry. What can I think of her name? Lindsay Clancy. She's paralyzed. Karma. Sorry. Karma. You take your 3 children's lives, and then you try to take it, but you don't succeed, and then you're paralyzed. Karma.
The floor fires has always been a tragic case for me, but seeing that body cam footage,
that was hard.
It was hard.
Yeah. I know. I think it's hard for people to associate someone that's vegan doing a crime like this, if he's guilty, of course, of it, which, it's more likely than not.
Trust me, I've met a lot of vegans that can do bad things.
Like Adam.
I'm only a vegetarian, so I'm not quite as angry.
So Elisa says at Diamond Civil suit is pending, and it should knock loose the criminal. Mother is partially responsible for smoke alarm battery, and landlord partially responsible because they probably wouldn't have gotten out. Is that for sure? Is that a civil suit case that's pending? Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
pending.
What do you think about that, Adam? Do you think because the mother didn't have a smoke alarm battery, that she should be accountable for this? Because, I mean, should if somebody didn't come into the home to accelerate and make a fire, you know, why should she be held responsible at all? You know, because it wouldn't
I
have
don't
happened
know.
if somebody didn't come into her house.
I know. When people criticize her, I understand. I understand the art where they're coming from, but I don't know enough of the facts to condemn that woman. All I is that she lost 4 girls, so I'm not going to lay the responsibility on her myself.
Yeah, like just from a heart standpoint, you know.
I think I'm pretty sure she's paid the ultimate price,
Yeah.
whether she's responsible or
I
not.
can't see that going very far whatsoever, to be honest with you, if there is. Again, it's kind of like when somebody hits your vehicle and then you have to pay a deductible for it. You are the victim yourself. Well, again, to me, this wouldn't have happened had somebody not come inside the house. You know, maybe it could have happened at some other point, but it's not about, thinking what could have or should have or whatever. It's because somebody came into our house that this is why this happened.
Good for you, Austin.
And there was an accelerant. Yeah.
Yeah, no, we know it's not, Lisa. Thank you for giving, because you know more about it than us, which we need to get with you, and if you want to come on sometime and do a thing with that. It just makes me so depressed. It's sad because it almost makes me so depressed. It makes me shy away from it a little bit because it's so sad.
Oh, civil. Okay, civil. Okay, no, civil. Okay. Carol says, Sonny, that Lindsay Clancy is a terrible crime, and there is no excuse, but there is extenuating circumstances, in my opinion. Postpartum depression, and had been 13 medications. You know what? And exactly, and again, that will come out. The thing was, and if you watch that one report, and Carol, where the husband's saying, like, all of a sudden she's trying to claim, like, some little demons was speaking to her, tell her that she had to. And he's like, my wife is never, ever. So, meaning, out of her issues going on or whatever, she never ever said anything about these things, and all of a sudden it's almost like when someone, you know, does nothing and all of a sudden this happens, and now they're adding to their story because they have to justify in some way what was going on, even if it's not truthful. And the husband saying, hey, she didn't say anything ever about this, and now all of a sudden, she's saying this. But my thing is this. Yes, I absolutely agree about the extenuating circumstances going on there. But I also believe in karma. And I feel like this is all part of the karma coming at her regardless for those 3 lives that are taken, regardless if there's extenuating circumstances, of course, going on. I'm just calling it karma because, again, this was, in a sense, created by her regardless. And I'm just calling it karma because it's kind of like you went to go take your life, but you failed. And now this is what you're going to have to live with because of this, horrific accident or whatever. But still feeling compassionate for people that struggle with, obviously, mental health issues by the same token. I always just believe where things are meant to happen the way they're meant to happen, good and bad. It's not a one-way street. It's good and bad.
Right. Good night, true crime and other stuff.
Yeah. What time is it anyway? It's 11. We're going to go here like another 10 more minutes, I think. And then it's already 11 o'clock. And if you guys haven't watched the Crime Scene 3 Delphi video I put out, maybe perhaps consider watching that or going to sleep listening to that, one of the two, on there. And what else you got to say? Anybody? Oh, your phone's going. Yeah, okay. Yeah. I mean, this wasn't really a plan live. It's just a YOLO live. YOLO. Tomorrow, yeah, I won't be doing a live tomorrow. For sure.
You said You said that all about the
For
weekend.
sure. Yeah. Today I can handle it.
Yeah, because the Super Bowl's on tomorrow.
The Super Bowl's on tomorrow. I have some.
Which, you know, I don't have a dog in the race, so I mean, I don't know if you're gonna be shocked by this, Sonny, but I'm not a huge NFL fan.
Not shocked at all.
But hey, soccer season's coming back up. 2 weeks.
Could care less.
Well, you know, I go to the matches, so 2 weeks from today.
Soccer bores me. Actually, most sports bore me nowadays. I don't really watch any sport. Used to watch them all. Like I used to watch so many things: baseball, basketball. You know, played all those different things. Just don't interest me now.
High
Mark.
altitude object shot down over northern Canada. Why is Montana airspace temporarily closed?
Hey. Keep a screen, dude. It's bubblegum in the sky.
But I wonder why the Montana airspace is closed.
Because I think there was one over there, wasn't there?
That was last week, though.
Yeah. Yeah, Deb's begging for subscribers. Get over in there, you guys. A few hundred for a rope ladder, a few hundred for fireproofing, and we would have another conversation. Military base.
Oh, I feel like Lewis must be looking at. I just got a YouTube video popped up on my thing that says grilled cheese in an air fryer.
Grilled cheese. My husband, he went over to Pizza Hut and he got these those squishy cheese bread things that are, it's kind of like a round thing that are you pull apart cheese thing, and then we had cans of chili, so he just came back and had earlier and made that. That's pretty much what I had. Cheese.
I've been craving grilled cheese and tomato soup ever since Austin had it last night.
Yeah, I love grilled cheese. Grilled cheese is like my big comfort food. I love grilled cheese.
Grilled cheese and tomato soup.
It doesn't even have to be with soup at all, but it is nice to kind of, growing up, my mom would make grilled cheese and tomato soup. So that was kind of like a stapled dinner and stuff that we would have, or lunch and stuff like that.
Right. Yeah, Lacey, it's funny because there have been, I think Deb said 4 now. So there was one shot, knocked down over Canada today. Sorry, I almost said the S word again.
Yeah, I haven't looked at it too much today. I watched a clip on it, and it was funny to me because the clip that I watched, they were like, saying how the U.S. F-22 shot it down, and then all of a sudden knocked it down, and then it said that, hold on, this is just coming in. No, according to Canada, they shot it down. Okay, so next thing you know, and then all of a sudden underneath they put, no, we're hearing that the U.S. knocked it down. Okay.
Agreed.
Okay. Right. I mean, we have some good, freaking planes over here, but you guys
misunderstood.
Work. Yeah.
Right.
Misunderstood. Yeah. Here I am, a piece of corn. I love grilled cheese. Yeah. We have Starbucks. So there's a Tim Hortons and a Starbucks literally right across from each other, just a block over. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What's with that face? What is that face?
That's this. He's doing this. Like this. Yeah, no, I like grilled cheese with that. I like grilled cheese with anything.
You're
You should
forcing
hear the rain and wind. It's crazy. It's crazy out there.
You know what? We had some. Was it yesterday? And when you just hear the trees moving around.
Yeah.
1 second. I'm thirsty.
Oh, I thought you were gonna get that bottle out again.
No, bottle's over here, but this is that 7-Up or 7-Up Zero. Excuse me. I
The
grilled
Corona
cheese.
Light.
You know, the thing is, I forgot to tell my husband my Corona, my little pretty one, a pretty one. I totally forgot to tell my husband to get cheese slices.
I know. I went to the grocery store this week and I forgot to get slices.
Here's an important question. When you guys have grilled cheese, do you guys use the cheese slices or do you guys actually cut up real cheese and make grilled cheese? And I'll be right back. Which do you have, Adam?
Both, I guess. I don't make grilled cheese very often, but I don't cook very often. Let's be honest.
Let's be honest, you don't.
No, cooking's not my favorite thing to do. I wish I liked it more. I really, really like ordering food and getting it delivered. I really, really enjoy that.
I know you do. Well, I know either one, but which one do you typically do? And then
Well, typically I use cheese slices because that's typically what I have.
Yes, you're right, Diana. The fake cheese melts a lot better.
Hey,
The
Sonny,
processed stuff.
Sonny, look at Deb's comment there.
I do it both ways. I'm sure you do, Deb. I'm sure you do, Deb. You're such a naughty girl.
No wonder she's been married so long.
You see, this is where Deb, she comes across like she's innocent, but that's really a Morse code to let us know that have it your way, Deb, have it your way. Sometimes I don't think she puts thought into what she says sometimes. And again,
I think she might know more than we know.
Yeah. Either she's really smart or really dumb, one of the two. Really smart for knowing that she's doing Morse code to us, or really dumb that she has no idea that she just did that and we're making fun of it because obviously we're going to take it that way. Yeah. Cold cheese. Wait.
I like I'm sorry, Sonny. You good.
No. Have it your way, Adam.
I was going to say I like Velveeta. I just never buy it, so I never have it.
Same.
A cold cheese sandwich?
Yeah, what he's talking about is just simply a cold cheese sandwich. So instead of making it grilled cheese, just slices of cheese in there, whatever, regular or whatever. And I do that as well. Most times I just like to cut pieces of cheese off. I personally like marble cheese. What about you guys?
Marble. Okay, like a Colby Jack?
I don't know. It's just brown and white or orange and white.
I was going to say, I was like, Sonny, if it's brown and white, you should.
Well, that's because Deb had me thinking about both ways there. Yeah.
I'm done.
Yeah. Do they still make that?
A brick of gold?
Yeah.
Oh.
So, I just kind of like cheese. But cheese is kind of like beans. Where's Doodle fart when I need her?
Yeah, I don't think I've ever met a cheese I didn't like. I literally think I've liked every single cheese I've ever had.
Yeah. I don't even know. I haven't experienced a lot of other different cheeses besides the regular ones. I like Philadelphia cream cheese.
Do you like brie?
No, Deb, I think it was you that gave the TMI, to be honest with you. I don't think it was us.
Do you like brie?
Sure. I don't know what it is.
Like a warm brie? It's like,
Is it like a fondue thing that you could do?
It's soft in the middle. It usually has like a rind around it and like it's French. But it's, oh my gosh, you put that on a cracker.
Sounds expensive. Yeah, Velveeta. You know what? I'm not sure I'm a big fan of Velveeta, besides when it's in things. Like with macaroni or cheese or something like that.
Or a grilled cheese sandwich.
Or grilled cheese sandwich. Yeah, touche, Sonny. That's right. Touche. I grew up eating velvets with my kids and husband.
Sonny, does your husband call them grilled cheese or does he call them toasties?
Well, he will call them toasties for certain things, but I think he actually has succumbed to the Canadian way and calls it grilled cheese.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, queso cheese. Ooh.
Oh, Lisa, you're after my heart now. I thought you were being nice earlier, but queso cheese.
Yeah, I like that with my corn chips, my Tostitos.
Give me a margarita, some chips, and queso.
Mm, mm. Velveeta is kind of rubbery. Miracle Hearts, you and Deb obviously have a little Morse code going on. I get what's going on in this chat. We're not stupid. You can't get it by us. Right, Adam? If there's a way to go south, and our brains will pick it up like sonar, okay? I mean, honestly, they should have been using our brains to pick up those things in the sky, since obviously they lack the intelligence to pick them up before they come into the airspace.
We're not helping Carol on her diet right now.
That was a joke.
We're like ice cream, cheese.
Lisa's saying that was a joke. Yeah, I did. No. But you guys know that. Did you hear the reason for why they couldn't, knock those little suckers out of the sky sooner?
Why?
Because you guys don't have the intelligence over there to do that. You guys are set up. No, seriously. Because you guys are set up. Don't worry, we don't have any intelligence here whatsoever. But no, it's because that, obviously your guys' satellites are meant for like missiles and scuds and different things. They're not meant for...
We could have nuked it out of the sky, guarantee it.
So the only thing that's picking up those things is your ground radar. And so that's why they're making it into the airspace, because you guys' technology. See, we don't even claim to have technology. So good fight. Our technology is, I mean, we're the only thing that we have freaking sonar going off for, is freaking where the next maple syrup tree is, pretty much.
Right.
Other than that, yeah. Or just
Sophia. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's it.
Sophia, like when I've been in Europe, a lot of times that's how they'll make their toasties is mayo, or like a mayo and butter on the grilled cheese, and it's really good.
Oh, my husband has his fetishes though about grilled cheese, and right, he's so picky. He's such a picky. Okay, because so grilled cheese. You typically spread the butter on the outside, right, on both sides, and you put your cheese in the middle. No. Husband needs to put the butter on the inside.
I do it on the inside too.
Yeah, nope, never gonna catch me doing that. That's too much work and effort. Why? Okay, why do it to yourself? And so so even when he makes like garlic bread, he always has to like butter both sides just so that the other side gets toasty as well. And I'm like, so whenever I say I'm going to make it, he's like, no, unless you're going to do it like this. And I'm like, no, that's your thing. If you want my grilled cheese, you're having it my way. I'm not going to sit there and spend this extra time toasting the one side. That's not how I ever was taught to. And I ain't doing that even for you, sexy, which is my husband. And so he'll go, never mind. I'll just make it myself then. Okay. I have a thing about that. You're putting extra work into me after all these years of living. I've never seen anyone toast the inside. It's always just toast, spread butter on the outside, throw your cheese in it, flip, flop, off you come. They better not think Canada is too slow to react. We are.
Everyone in Canada just waves at it. And Americans were like, shh.
Yeah. Pretty much. We're just like,
we're like, here, hold my beer.
Yeah. Right? Okay. Oh, did we go? No, we got 10 seconds left. No, we got 10 seconds left. Yeah, right now.
Yeah, if Lacey, if you're ever out of butter, you can always use mayonnaise on the outside of the bread instead of butter.
I didn't know this. Talk to me, people. Talk to me.
Yeah, it's really good.
Exactly. We're going to be like, come a little closer so we can extract your syrup.
I know. Canadians are like...
I know, right? We'll send a woodpecker up there.
They're tapping it.
Yeah. No. Well, like I said, we'll put a woodpecker on our wrist and we'll be like, fly. Go knock it down. One in black. But anyways. Okay, you guys. It's 2:20. It's been 2 hours and 20 minutes. CJK, you're just in time for us to say have a good night.
Good night, everyone. We'll see you Monday.
So don't forget Monday and Friday. No, where did that even enter my mind? It must be Captain Morgan talking right now. Monday and Tuesday is going to be Abby and Libby basically talking about Delphi, tributes to them. On the 14th, Deb, Adam, Alexa, and my twin sister will be on, and we're going to be showing things in commemoration of Abby and Libby. And if anyone wants me to show anything on that live and you have something, now get off your lazy butts and do this, okay? If you guys, here, I'll use one of those things. If you guys truly care about Abby and Libby, you're going to email me at acrimingshame@gmail.com with something special. I don't care if you Crayola it together. I don't care what it is. If you have something that you deem as special that you want us to show on that live, then send it to me, okay? Okay, because I haven't got one email from you saying that last night. So get off your little tufts, okay, and practice what you preach and stuff, and put something. I don't care what it is, doesn't matter. Maybe you found a beautiful poem on the internet that reminded you of Abby and Libby. I'm just saying, get off your butts, okay? And somebody send me something, and then we'll show it on the live on Friday or Tuesday. Tuesday, the 14th. Fair enough? Right. Fair enough.
Yeah. And Monday is, for anyone that doesn't remember, Monday is the 6-year anniversary of the girls going missing. And
6-year anniversary of the girls going missing, and 6-year anniversary on the 14th, in a sense, of the girls being found. All right, guys. So you guys have a great night. Don't forget to give this video a like and a share. Don't forget to watch the Delphi 3 crime scene investigation. The next one will be, of course, about the BG and the crime scene investigation with the BG and his face. And, well, you know what I mean. And pictures to coincide with that. Okay, guys? Wait. Hold on.
What will she come back as? Corn? A tampon? The starfish?
That's not fair. This is moldy corn. Things that make you go, This is like moldy fish because my green screensaver is coming through. I'm just waiting for you guys to watch me pop. Ready? You guys ready for it? Come on, damn thing, pop. Maybe I gotta shake. Oh, pop. There we go. There we go. Once it gets going, it just like every kernel pops, doesn't it?
Right.
Pop. There we go. Yeah.
There we go.
All right. Okay,
buy us a coffee. Yeah, everyone buy us a coffee so I can get a new shirt.
It's the eyes. Do you love the eyes? Pop. Yeah. All right. Yeah, this is to match your holy shirt. Okay, you guys have a great night. Take care. It
is Sunday.
And and don't be cheap and buy us a coffee. Remember, wait, hold on. There we go. See? There you go. Don't be cheap, buy us a coffee. Get it? This one. See, this one, I have big lips. In fact, you could probably throw a banana right down here.
I want to take that coffee maker and drop it in the bathtub.
Really? Fine. You know what's coming, right? You know it?
Tampon.
Hello? Look at my tail.
Okay, so well.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, you're in a new bathroom this time.
Look at my tail. Stick that up here. This is super absorbent for those. Whenever you see this, men, you run. Okay? You don't even walk. You run. Whenever you see one of these popping out of the cupboard, out of the purse, run. That's all I can say. Warning, warning. Be alert, be alert. Just be alert when you see one of these, right? Okay, guys. You guys have a good night. Let's go.
Oh, my goodness. Good night, everyone.
Bye. Plug it. Put a plug in it, Sonny. It's so